Okay, we are early. Oh boy, my keyboard is up high because I've had to put this up high so you could see me. Because this is a see-me kind of thing. We early. I'm gonna put that up. I just wanted to make sure everything was set up. Okay, but now we've got 5 minutes to kill. Uh-oh. So come back in 5 minutes. Supposed to start at 10:30. It's 10:25. What am I gonna do? Anybody here? Can you hear me okay? I see one person. There's Angie. Hi, Angie. How you doing today? You gonna join the book group? I hope. Yay. Hi, Gail. I was going to be on Facebook, but then I thought twice about it, and I'll explain that to you in a little bit. Yeah, what are you up to today, Gail? No, you don't want to come back? Julie doesn't want to come back? What do you mean you don't want to come back? Oh, good. You got the hole fixed. That's great. So that must be like an apartment where you have people with an upstairs thing, huh? Hi, Rain. Hi, Cindy. How you doing? Nice to see you. Hope you guys are cool with this setup. I don't know how. I was going to do it on Facebook, but we'll chat about that later. I'm in a lot of pain. Oh gosh, no. So time for a cortisone shot, maybe? Is that what you get? Yeah. Is that what you get, Gail? Julie doesn't want to come back. Well, stay here, and then you won't have to come back. I don't know. Oh, so let's kill some time. We still have 4 minutes. So how's the weather where everybody is? Let's see what my weather's like today. Let's see, where are we? It's really hard for me getting in front of the camera like this, by the way, you guys. Ugh, by the way. Oh, 82. And it's going to get 113, they say, but I don't believe that. Let's see. I think about 100. Let's see. Well, it feels like, maybe it says it feels like. Oh, yeah, it says top 100, but maybe it feels like 113. I don't know. Aw, thanks, Cindy. I did my hair, sort of. I mean, I just ran a comb through it. Oh, you did? Oh, okay. Oh, I see. Oh, you're right. You're right, Julie. I did say that. You don't have to come back. You can stay right here. I was like, I forget what I say. 5 minutes. Winterwood, I haven't started reading yet because I started reading something else, but I really actually wanted the other one by her. So, but Winterwood will probably be something that we read together too. But it depends because I need you guys to have, when we get going on the setting up of the book club, you guys get to pick two, not just me. I'm not going to sit here and say, read this, read this, read this. You guys get to pick two. If we don't have any good ideas or, nobody wants to, then I'll pick. I'll be happy to. I'm glad you got Winterwood, though. Get Verity. Verity was great. I hope we get to read that. You can't walk without a walker right now. Oh, yeah, I get you, Gail. I'm sorry. Hot and muggy. It's muggy here too, and it's really not supposed to be muggy in the Pacific Northwest. Oh, I'm so sorry. No, you're fine. No. It came out totally perfect. Are you kidding? I was wondering what I was talking. I didn't know what I was talking about. How you doing anyway, Angie? Everything okay? You still working on all your books? Ortho doctor on the 25th. Okay, so we have the 12th. So you've got quite a ways to go, Gail. Have you ever tried arnica, Gail? I don't know if it'll help her. Yeah, I think arnica works good. So try arnica. It's a plant-based thing that you can get on. Not a doctor, don't know what I'm talking about half the time, but somebody told me to get arnica for something that I'm on my back, and I got it for my back, and it worked really good. So you can find it on Amazon. So look up arnica. It's a plant-based thing for muscles, and I think actually joints too. Didn't do a whole lot for you. Yeah, it's one of those things where either it does or it doesn't, So, oh no, ooh, leukemia. Oh, I'm sorry, Angie. That's not good. Oh, does your mom like to read? Because this is an open group. Your knees wore out. I get tinges of pain in my knee too. So, yeah. Ugh. We're almost, look, I'm blind as a bat. I was going to go see a ophthalmologist, but I bought too many glasses. So I don't want to go to the ophthalmologist now. He's just going to tell me I have to get a different kind. So probably why I have headaches, though. I'm not going to lie. So, okay, we're at 10:30. So let's talk about the book club. We've got 7 people here, which is a great start. We're going to do this once a month. I'm just going to, oh, good. We'll have her come on. And even if she doesn't come on, you can like have her read the book. And, you know, if she's not a Facebook or not a Facebook book user, but a YouTube user, she can, you know, you comment through you. Oh, that's not good, Gail. So this is a book group, but you can also watch it or video it or use audio books for the same book. So if your hearing is okay, you're going to be okay there. Yeah, listen to us, guys. We've got medical problems that we want to read and forget all about our medical problems, right? Because I've got too many. No, you really should think seriously about getting audiobooks. And if not, you know, get them on your phone. You can get DVDs. I don't know, my car is so old, I have a DVD player in my car. A lot of times you can just do it through your car too, if you have a newer car, but mine's 2007. You can get podcasts. There's so many ways to stay in the loop of what's going on. So let's just get started. We don't really have a group name for Let's Make a Mess book group. We're just going to call it Let's Make a Mess book group. And so I want you to know that it's going to be a fiction book group only. Well, you have to try, Gail. Gail says she doesn't think her attention span will focus, but if you find a good enough book, it will. So it's going to be for everybody, and we are going to do fiction only because I want to stay away from politics and, you know, world stuff. I want it to be, you know, fiction only. And it can be, and I love thrillers, so you know what mine are going to be. This month, we're going to start out with, I'll tell you that in a minute because it looks like we have a couple people coming in. I'll give it a few more minutes. But, so I'm just going to read off some of the notes that I got down in my notebook here. So again, we're going to just call it Let's Make a Mess Book Club. And here's why I decided to move it to YouTube instead of Facebook, because I have in my, hi Clint Crafting, how you doing? Hi Sam, welcome in. I know I changed it from Facebook to YouTube, and I'm going to tell you guys why. Because in YouTube, I already have this live setup situation going. And also, I have my links down below to my Amazon site where I have a separate room with my favorite books now. So you can go in there and get books there. But I do suggest, if you can, try to find, oh, thank you, Sam. I appreciate that. I know there's a lot going on with you. So everybody give Sam and Michaela some love right now. Sam, if you want to talk about it, you can. It's not mine just to say, but they just need our support right now. That's big, Sam. And especially for your daughter. So anyway, yeah, so everything's set up here on YouTube. And I thought, and also when I go to pick your guys's, you're going to tell me what books you want to maybe read. Once a month, I'm going to go in and I'm going to pick from the comments. I'm going to use that comment selector to pick the next book. But I have some guidelines on what books we're going to pick and that kind of a thing. So, okay, so let's talk about that. We're only going to talk about books in here. You're welcome, Sam. Okay, so Gail says the live streams don't work as well on Facebook anyway. So we're just going to stay here. So, again, I'm just going to say invite all of the people that you want to this group. They don't have to be art related. Just make sure that, you know, they like to read. That's the only thing. And they like to read fiction and not nonfiction. Because, again, you can get into some dicey stuff with the nonfiction. And so our discussion is going to be book related only, except for at first when we say hi and how are you and all that kind of stuff. But we're just going to keep it to the topics, to the books only. Occasionally, and if we get big enough and have enough people join, I am going to reach out to some of the authors and ask them to guest host with me. I know that that's done. I've seen it done, and I'd like to do that. And since we do like a YouTube thing, we can do a Zoom thing and maybe have the authors come and join us and talk about their books, especially self-published authors. If we have, I know somebody reached out to me the other day and asked me, "Oh, will you read my book?" And I said, "Sure." And so that she, I think, was a self-published author, and I haven't. She's going to send it to me in the mail, and maybe that's somebody that would love to be on here and talk about her book writing process. Okay, so I'm gonna have questions every month. I'm gonna come up with a list of questions, and they're gonna be like themed questions, mood questions, character questions. We're gonna have trivia about the author, trivia about the book. We're obviously going to keep it book related, and I'm going to have certain questions every month that we're asked, and then we'll jump from there so that it's not awkward. I've never actually hosted a book club before, so yeah, we're just going to start with that. And then, some of the fun things is, I already talked about that. So some of the fun things, I'm looking down at my notes, you guys, so I have my notes here. Hi, Kate, how you doing? So, and welcome in, everybody. If I've missed you, so if I've missed you, welcome in. So, and another thing is, a lot of times these days is you'll have the book and then they'll have the movie, right? So it might be fun for us to read the book and then go see the movie, and then come back and talk about the movie, and if you like the movie and what differences that you saw in the movie, or what they left out of the movie, or what your imagination gave you more in depth into the book, reading the book, than an actual visual movie will, because sometimes there's a big disconnect between what your imagination gives you and what the movie actually does. And sometimes it's because scripts are scripts and prose is prose. But yeah, so that's kind of what we're going to do on that. So, and again, anybody can join. So we need to talk about how to pick books and my guidelines for the books that we pick and what we're going to do. I'm obviously going to pick this month's book, and we're going to start August out with Behind Closed Doors with B.A. Paris. You guys know how much I love this book, and I'm going to read this for you and give you a little synopsis. Read the synopsis on the back and be better than what I can do, because I haven't written anything down. So I'm going to read this for you and tell you about this book, but this is going to be August book, right? And I'll tell you why. I'm picking August, obviously, because I don't have anything to pick from your suggestions yet. And also I'm going to pick September because I can't pick anything that'll give you guys time to go get it and read it by September. So the first month's book is Behind Closed Doors with B.A. Paris. And the second book, and I've read both of these guys, and I'm not going to ever suggest anything I haven't read first. I hope you do the same as well. Read it, love it, and share it. And then the second one is by Matt Haig, and this is called The Midnight Library. This is a really interesting book, and I'm going to read the synopsis of this one. This is going to be for September. And both of these are in my Amazon shop. You can get lucky enough to find this one at a thrift store, because since I've read this book, I paid full price for this one. No, I did not. I bought this one at a thrift store. I paid full price for this one. You can find this one at a thrift store. So, and get it on audio. Gail, you're going to love it. These are both thrillers, and I'll explain those to you in a minute. So this is August. So get this read in by the end of August, or I'm not sure what our dates are. We're going to talk about that. And then this one's going to be September. And then in October, you're going to pick the book that we read. And here's some of the guidelines for that. So I want them to be a part of a book club, like a Reese Witherspoon book club, or even an Oprah book club, who I'm not a big fan of her books. Usually it's kind of the kiss of death, but occasionally I'll like a few of her books, but not many. But I'd like them to have some awards or be a bestseller for sure. Like this one is not a bestseller, but it is part of the GMA book club, Good Morning America book club. Okay, and this one is obviously a bestseller, instant New York Times bestseller. So get this, you're gonna love this book. I promise you're gonna love it. So book club and it must be under 400 pages, okay, or thereabouts. Nothing thick, because we're gonna lose people if it's too thick. We don't want people to be like War and Peace. We don't want it to be like this huge drawn out thing that's, they're going to go forget that and then go find a fluffy read that's fun to read, like this one. You're not going to be able to put this down, by the way, or this one. So I like the kind of books that you can buy that you can't put them down. Those are my fine. I'm reading another one like that right now. So, and then we got to decide when we want to meet. And right, Gail, right? War and Peace. Now that's a piece. Tolstoy. Yeah. Water. I'm so thirsty. It's so hot here today. Excuse me. Okay, so here we go. Let's talk about when we meet and how it's going to go. And I really hope you guys get into this. Oh, so some of the things you can do in the comments, guys. For one thing, you have to put the books that you want me to read to suggest for our book readers. How do I say that? Suggestions for our monthly book club read. Okay, so in your comments, say suggestion for book club read, and then say the name of it and the author, and that would be good. Just the name and the author is fine. And then also in the comments, I want anybody and everybody to share. So like right now, we're reading Behind Closed Doors, right, for August. And then you might want to say what books are like this that you've read. So as you read this, go, oh, I read a book like that. You might, and then in the comments, you please feel free to say, try to read this book if you like it. Again, if it's a book club suggestion, put it in the book, say book club suggestion. But if not, just say, here's another good suggestion to read, You haven't read a book in years? Wow. And I just met somebody that didn't read at all. And I said, come here. So we went to the thrift store and I gave him some Harlan Coben, or he bought some Harlan Coben, and he's been reading Harlan Coben now. And the guy doesn't read, but now he's hooked on Harlan Coben, which is great. It's really great. I think we watch too much TV. Oh no, I know, Gail. So anyway, but yeah, your other thing would be audio. So anyway, so in the comments, you can put down like books that you want to read, or that you think would, or the books that you've read that you think that we might also want to read. So how does that sound? So yeah, so there's that. And then so we're just going to call it Let's Make a Mess Today with Dawn Book Club. We're going to meet here on YouTube. And today is the 12th. So we're going to make the next book club meeting is going to be the 16th. So that'll give you guys 1, 2, 3, 4, like 5 weeks to read this book, and you will not be able to put it down. I promise. So we're gonna meet at 10:30. Would you guys like to do an evening one or a morning one? Would you like to have wine or coffee with our book club? I just want to know. I mean, I can do either, but so let me know in the comments. What do you like right now? Wine or coffee? or water? Probably be water too. Let's read a book today with Dawn. Sam, I love that. Sam, you always come up with the best things. Okay, we're gonna call it Let's Read a Book Today with Dawn. I put that in my notes. I love it. Sam, you're awesome. Let's read a book. How about we call it Let's Read a Book with Dawn instead of today? Because I kind of want to take that today off of my website anyway, but I'm not sure yet. We'll call it Let's Read a Book with Dawn. Is that okay? What do you guys think? Is that okay, Sam? We can switch it back and forth if needed. Oh, right. Coffee in the morning. Oh, hi, Sherry. Yeah, let's read a book. Let's read a book today with Dawn sounded better. Well, we'll figure that one out. But oh my God, I love that sound. So let's read a book today. It just sounds better with Dawn. Okay. Let's read a book today with Dawn. That's the name of our group. Okay. Well, those of you that don't want to do it or don't want to join the live, maybe you can watch us in the morning. Hi, Danielle. You love the title too? Let's read a book. Well, Sam always comes up with the best. That's why she's the boss. Sam is the boss of me. She just doesn't, boss me around very much anymore. Oh, she's been so busy, aren't you, Sam? So anyway, okay, well, we'll figure out. Let me think and marinate. The first book. Hi, Auntie Sash. How you doing? The first book is Behind Closed Doors, and it's in my Amazon site. You can click in my description books below, and you can find the link in my Amazon store, or you can find this in a thrift store. Look for it in a thrift store first, and then Amazon second, or maybe even thrift books. But thrift books, to me, it's the same as Amazon because they charge you more shipping. Yeah, Behind Closed Doors. Oh, sorry, B.A. Paris. Behind Closed Doors. Such a good book. Such a good book. Okay, so let me read to you what it is about, and I'll just read the synopsis, and this is going to be the second book for the next month, The Midnight Library, and I'll read that synopsis real quick. So this is Behind Closed Door by B.A. Paris. So everyone knows a couple like Jack and Grace. He has looks and wealth. She has charm and elegance. He's a dedicated attorney who has never lost a case. She is a flawless homemaker, a masterful gardener and cook, and dotes on her disabled younger sister. Though they are still newlyweds, they seem to have it all. You might not want to like them, but you do. You're hopelessly charmed by the ease and comfort of their home, by the graciousness of the dinner parties they throw, and you'd like to get to know Grace better. But it's difficult because you realize Jack and Grace are inseparable. Some might call this true love. Others might wonder why Grace never answers the phone, or why she can never meet for coffee, even though she doesn't work. How can she cook such elaborate meals but remain so slim? Or why she never seems to take anything with her when she leaves the house, not even a pen? Or why there are such high security metal shutters on all the downstairs windows? Oh my God. Some might wonder what's really going on once the dinner party is over and the front door has closed. Guys, get it. It's so good. Oh. Yeah, you can go through my Amazon link and you can purchase those used books through my Amazon link. I'm just going to say that because I really like to kind of see some action on that stupid link. Otherwise, I'm just going to, lose it. But anyway, so that's this month, and it's really good. Kind of a thriller. You're going to be surprised. I was really thrilled. So this is going to be September, and I'm just going to go ahead and read it now just to give you guys a heads up. Is there anything? Okay. A dazzling novel about all the choices that go into a life well lived. This is interesting because yeah, we got to talk about spoiler alerts. Let's not have any spoilers in the comments if we can. I guess I'll have to keep an eye on that. But this book, all I'm going to say about it is it twists and turns and twists and turns and twists and turns. And you're like, how can this end up? How can this end up? And it ends up, in my opinion, the only way it could end up. But it's really good. So between life and death, there is a library. Up until now, Nora Seed's life has been full of misery and regret. She feels she has let everybody down, including herself, but things are about to change. When she finds herself in the Midnight Library, she has a chance to make things right. The books in the Midnight Library enable Nora to live as if she had done things differently. Each one contains a different life, a possible world in which she had made different choices that played out in an infinite numbers of ways, affecting everyone she knew as well as many people she never met. With the help of an old friend, she can now undo every decision she regrets as she tries to work out her perfect life. But things aren't always what they imagined. Things aren't always what she imagined they'd be. And soon her choices place the library and herself in extreme danger. Before time runs out, she must answer the ultimate question: what is the best way to live? You'll never know until you read it. So this is going to be September's book. And so again, the only reason I chose the first two books is because obviously, we have to start reading now. And so this is going to be the August book. And then actually throughout this month, we could do comments. No, because I want to have the book picked out. So what I'm going to do is in September, is that right? You might like that book. Yeah, you'll definitely like that book. It's a hot seller. I'm kind of confused about how we're going to pick the next month's. So we have this month's picked out. Oh, I guess I could have done next month. I'm going to go ahead and pick September anyway. And then no. So right now in August's comments, start picking, because I want to be a month ahead. So start putting down the books you want to read for October. And then we'll pick a book in September. That's it. So on the next meeting in September, I'll have gone through the comments in October or in August and tell you what to read for October. Does that make sense? So yes, we're doing this right. So, well, terrifying is what it is. There might be some sex in there. There might be language in there. We're all adults here, So yeah, they're not terrifying. No, I don't like blood and guts. Let me just put it to you that way. I don't like slasher or anything like that. Sometimes I do Stephen King or Dean Koontz. I mean, I will have that, but yes, I have read Behind Closed Doors. It's wonderful. I've read both of these books, so that's why I'm suggesting them. You have to have read them. So anyway, so now in these comments, and I'm going to remind you guys to start putting in the comments below for this video what books you might want us to read for October, and then at the next meeting, we're going to discuss Behind Closed Doors. And then we're going to see what we're going to read for October. But in the meantime, next year we'll be, that's okay. We will be, you can't be on 100%. I don't expect you guys to be glued to the screen. So yeah, but you can always rewatch too. If you guys don't get to watch one of these videos, you can go back and see what we're reading for which month. And then, you have to have time to be able to buy the book too. So that's why I chose the first two books. So yeah. So what do you think? Does that sound good? What did Andy say? They both sound vaguely terrifying, but I'll give it a try. Oh, they're not terrifying. They're just intriguing. Okay, so how's that sound? But I am not going to take responsibility. Sorry, guys, for the books that I suggest or the books that anybody else suggests that they give you. If they give you nightmares, read it. If it sounds like something you want to read and won't be freaked out about, read it. If it does sound like you don't want to read it, don't read it. I just can't take any responsibility. We are big boys and big girls here. So yeah, so we'll have that. So yeah, so that's what we're going to do. And so, does anybody have anything to add? Any ideas for the book club? Let's see some in the comments. Well, Gail, you can always just go look it up. Hi, Amy. Becoming Heroines. Okay, what's that about? I'll write that down, but I'm glad it's in the comments. So what you have to do is you can't put it in the live comment. Put it after this video is closed. You have to put it in the comments below because those are the comments that I'm going to draw from. Okay. Yeah, those are the comments I'm going to draw from. Is the comments not in the live comments because that's not what the picker picks from. It picks from the closed comments below the video. So anything after this video is over, put your comments in the video. And this is brand new. So we're going to have a lot of different new, we're going to go through a little, a little this and a little of that. So the author of The Midnight Library is Matt Haig. Take a screenshot of that. Matt Haig. It's really good. Yeah. And then the author of Behind Closed Doors is V.A. Paris. And I've got her other one I read it too called The Breakdown. Oh my God, I couldn't put that one down either. See, I read a lot, but I'm not going to, if I read something and I have to get through it just barely, I'm not going to suggest that. So let's just suggest our favorite books, Lucinda Riley, the Sisters series. Okay, put that down below. I think we won't do a series off the bat because I don't want people to have to buy 3 books or 2 books or whatever. So we're going to probably just say no to the series. But again, that's something you can put down below and let people look it up, because I know so many people are saying, I don't know what to read, I don't know what to watch, I don't know what to, so if this book club comment sections becomes a resource for people to say, I don't know what to read, I'm going to go check out the comment section on Let's Make a Mess Today. Let's read today with Dawn. That's what it's going to be called. Let's read today with Dawn's YouTube channel. Let's see what's in the comment section. And maybe somebody can pick something out to read that way. So that would be kind of cool. So it's going to be a resource. And then also, they can come in and hang out with us when we have our meetings once a month. And because what we'll do is we're going to come back, let's see, in September. Now, for sure, it's going to be on, September, what did I say, 16th? So for sure, it's going to be on the 16th, but I'm not sure if it's going to be a coffee. August. Yeah, September book club. I'm sorry, book club, because I don't know what time yet, but I've got time to so it's going to be on Thursdays, because Wednesdays is my golf day. So I have to have my golf day. So probably not a series, and that's a good thing to, oh yeah, no. Nice, Julie. Okay. Well, that's something we can look up. So Julie says she enjoyed the Sisters series with Lucinda Riley. And again, keep your books under 400 pages or thereabout. And fiction. So we're not going to go with any nonfiction. And it doesn't have to be art related. Oh, good. Did you go through my Amazon link, Auntie Sash? Hopefully. If not, that's okay. So yeah, that's great. Well, you're going to love those. And this is a great place to come back and comment about the books, but don't, you might not want to, thank you, Auntie Sash. I love you. How's it going in Portland? Are you hot as we are right now? Oh, my word. Oh, it's terrible. Terrible. It's terrible. It's just terrible. You guys, it's just so hot. I can't even. Okay, I'm going to stick to the book stuff. So there we go. So we'll meet again on the 16th. I don't know what time. We will be meeting through YouTube because of all the links and stuff that I have below. I might even be sharing links to Bibliophiles YouTubes that I love, because I don't just randomly go to the bestseller book or to, the store and look at a cover. I do sometimes, not always. Most of the time, what I like to do in order to find my books is I visit a lot of Bibliophiles YouTube sites. I look at book reviews on YouTube and on Amazon. There's also there's a website called Goodreads that you can go and you follow people that you enjoy and you find out what books they're reading. I usually find my books that way, and I like my books to be current. So that's another thing is like, let's have, here's the main rules for the book club. So they have to be in a book club or have a bestseller or awards. They don't have to be in a book club. They have to be one of these. They don't have to be all three of these, either in a book club or a bestseller or won some kind of awards. They have to be under 400 pages. They have to be fiction, and they have to be newer. Like, I don't want to read a 1970s book. I just want to read something that's kind of current, that everybody's reading, so that we're current and in our September 16th. Yeah, today's the August meeting, and this is just like the premier kickoff meeting. And then September 16th, we're going to discuss behind closed doors, and and then it's over 100 in Oregon, well, you're out in Gresham, sort of Southeast Portland. See, you guys are already sharing what books to read. Cindy, who is Rain Girl, already looked up Julie's sister books, and she says they looked interesting. Oh, cool. So Julie, meet Rain Girl, who is Cindy. Cindy, meet Julie. That's awesome. It's humid here, too. Yes, September 16th, and I sure don't know what time, but I'll let you guys know in advance. Humid and here in Indiana and stormy. Then this is a great time to find a good book to cozy up with, you guys. So there you go. So that's it. I think we've covered it for our book club. I don't want to go much further than 30 minutes every time, unless we get into a really good discussion about, what books and blah, blah, blah. So is everybody looking forward to reading Behind Closed Doors and discussing it next time? I'll have some questions for you. Book tree and iced tea. I love it. It's hot here in Boston, Mass. Oh no. Oh no. Be careful because there is a difference between yeah, just be careful when you don't drink lots of water. So the Hague book will be discussed after September 16th. So this month we're reading no, so it'll be discussed in October. So we're gonna be like 1 month behind. So see, we'll have read, so like on September 16th, we'll talk about the book we're reading now, which is B.A. Thomas. And then in October, we'll talk about the Midnight Library. And then each time we like, and so the only reason you know about the Midnight Library now is because I chose it and I didn't have, time to pick one for next September. But next September on the 16th, I'm going to pick something from the comments using a automated calculator thing that picks just the comments. Oh yeah. Okay, Gigi, go through my Amazon site. That would be great. I might get $2 or 2 cents or whatever. So yeah. So that's what we're going to do. So the Behind Closed Doors is going to be discussed in September. And Midnight Library is going to be discussed in October. And then we're going to figure out what other book. And next, on the 16th of next month, we'll get into our vibe. We'll get into our routine. Oh, nice. What lake you going to, Auntie? So there we go. So I think we're off to a good start. Everybody get behind closed doors at least and get started. And then, oh, you're going to love this. You're going to love it. I promise. And let's try not to do too many spoilers in the comments. Yeah, no, Sam, go to the thrift stores too. And there is a thing called Thrift Books Online. I'm just saying use my Amazon site as last resort, or if it's okay with you and that's what you normally use, just go through my thing. And I sound like I'm being salesy. I guess I kind of am. Yeah. So how does that sound? Everybody good with that? We're off to a good start. Let's read Today with Dawn is off to a good start. I'm gonna have a sip of water on that. Well, I'm thirsty today, so stay hydrated, you guys. And I've got to let me show you my shirt. I found this at a thrift store. Look at Humankind, Be Both. Isn't that cute? So that's what I'm gonna leave you guys with, pictures of my tatas. No, I mean, you know what I mean. That was funny. I love Kindle. That's true. No, it's not off the table, Gail. Get it. You have to get it because if somebody says they want to read it and if it gets chosen, I'll either read it again or I'll read something else that month. And also that reminds me, so get Where the Crawdads Sing. You have to. Everything that's in my Amazon shop is something that I would want us all to read for sure. Yeah. Hi, Kim. Oh, that's good. So you can stay cool that way. So anyway, what was I going to say? No, so get it. You're going to love it. So again, everything that's in my Amazon shop is something that I loved. I'm not going to put like books that I don't love in my Amazon shop just because they're bestsellers or something. I'm only putting literally my favorite books. And occasionally I might put something that I read a long time ago if I can remember. Oh my God, I read that. That's really good. I'm just going to put it in there. So that's another thing. If you just don't know what to read and you don't see anything in the comments, look at my Amazon shop because it's going to grow. I know, but yeah, I know, Cindy. I have migraines too, really bad. I don't know if they're migraines, but they're definitely headaches for sure. So anyway, guys, again, I'm going to cut it off. I could go forever here. So I'm going to not cut it short, but cut it off right now. Get this book, get to reading, comment down below what you think about it. All comments are accepted, except for if they're, mean, but, I'll delete those. But definitely just try not to do any spoiler alerts. I guess I'm going to have to watch the comments. But again, down below this video, not in the live chat, but below this video is where you will put your suggestions. All right, guys, thanks so much for joining me here today. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I know I did. And I look forward to talking with you guys next September about Behind Closed Doors. I wonder what you're going to think about it. It's really good. She's a good reader. Is it? I think it's a girl. B.A. Paris. Yeah, this is her. She's good. She's really good. All right, you guys. Love you guys much. Take care. Happy reading. And I hope that if you do audio that you'll like it. I'm excited too. This is fun. This is just going to give our community a little bit of something. Okay, guys. Talk to you later. Be well. Bye, guys. Bye, Sam. I'll talk to you later. Take care.